Hey everyone, again, day 2 at SEMA, and we're here at Ford Performance booth where they've got a ton of vehicles, some great crate motors, and a bunch of accessories. So, as Monk would say, let's get started. Hey again, welcome to day 2 at SEMA. We're here at the Ford Performance booth, and as you saw at the beginning, we're standing next to a 2025 Ford F-150 Raptor R. Now this one is not available for sale because this is a project vehicle, it shows, maybe down the road, but this is sporting a 5.2 liter supercharged motor, but it's not your standard because this one's pushing over 900 horsepower. Now they've got this one fitted with rigid lights for the ditch lights. We've got some carbon fiber accents on both the fender flares and the hood. They've also got method race wheels wrapped in the BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s, and then sports a lot of the other things you see on a Raptor R, like the really rigid and really robust side steps. We've got tonneau covers on it, and then this really cool graphics package on it, which makes it look like it was probably being raced in Baja at one point. But there's a ton to see here in Ford Performance: crate motors, accessories, and other vehicles. So let's take a look. Now the next vehicle we've got here in the Ford Performance booth is a 2025 Ford Bronco, and this is the ORV edition. Now this one's sporting a 2.3 10-speed automatic, but they've also got Weld racing wheels on this and BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s. We've got unique fender flares. We're running the modular front bumper on this as well. Black grille, which reminds me of like the Outer Banks edition because it's a gloss black, red lettering. You've also got attachment points here at the front marked in red, so if you do get stuck or need to pull somebody else out, you can find them easily. Ford's also added a decal to the hood showing off the bucking Bronco on it. And as we're up here, you can see Ford Performance has added a light bar up here and ditch lights, all from Rigid. They've had a good relationship with them. Some of the other things you'll find are what you find in other Broncos. We've got the rock sliders, similar to what you'd find on the Badlands. And in this kit, they have a ton of content. Pro-Cal 4 calibration, that comes with it, the actual delivery tool. They've got off-road suspension by Fox Racing on this as well. Like we talked about, the black weld wheel kit. They've actually integrated too the Raptor skid plate system into this Bronco and fuel tank skid. So some really great content there, a little bit more robust than what we got on our standard Broncos. Auxiliary switches, ORV badges, things like that. They do have some optional equipment on this too. Off-road driving lights from Rigid, which we saw, the roof mounted lights, underbody rock light kit from Ford. High clearance exhaust by Borla, which we've talked to the guys at Borla, have great products, so now they've teamed up with Ford Performance. Heavy duty differential covers. Under hood air compressor by ARB is now an option, which is really cool. Hood lift kit, and then trailer hitch, black stainless steel slim plate frame. So just a few other things, rock rails, and red passenger assist handles. Just some things to give it a little bit more of a flair. Now the other thing I've noticed back here is this top. Now this is not the top I'm used to. With these side plates here, gives a little bit different look to me. And then the way that this folds down, obviously we still got some Velcro here, but just a unique top. I've not seen this unless this is something new that Ford is coming out with. Again, these unique fender flares. We've also got accessory points back here, or recovery points, all in red as well, just to let you know where they're at. Easy to find. Running the KO2 on the back as well. And love this color. I'm pretty sure this might be like marsh green. Super cool color. I like these, especially in like the Raptors and that, but it looks really good on this Bronco. So just one of the Broncos here at the Ford Performance booth. Let's see what else we can find. Now Ford is also about accessories, and especially with Ford Performance, accessories that make a difference. So we've got Ford Performance parts and accessories over here. This is driveline components for your Broncos. We're talking high performance or heavy duty front CVs. We've got rear differentials just to upgrade, you know, if you're running a larger tire or just wanting a little bit more gearing. We've also got trim rings as well and beadlock capable up here as well. So it's not just a style thing, it's actually a functional thing. Warn winches with, this is the mount for the modular front bumper. So you just put this on to this piece here and then attach it to the front modular bumper. And then also we've got some things up here, the Ultra Hook. This is actually by Factory 55. These are really cool winch hooks. So if you're looking for something to add a little color to your Bronco or just a really good functional piece for a winch, check out Factory 55. Now over here we've got some other cool pieces. Ford brought out all of their crate motors, it looks like. First here we've got the 5-liter Coyote Gen 4 supercharged motor. Really cool piece. I've seen a lot of guys putting these in some of the SEMA builds. We've also got the Raptor 5.2 supercharged motor here as well, just on display. Again, we've seen that in the Raptor R's. Ford Performance has also brought out a lot of their pieces for the Coyote engines, whether it's intakes, timing, throttle bodies. Also we've got Coyote oil pans, alternators. So lots of really cool pieces for your 5-liter Coyote. If you're putting it in a Mustang, in a hot rod, resto mod, they've got pieces to help you fit it. They've also brought out this piece. This is the Megazilla. This is the 7.3 Ford Performance motor everybody's been talking about and seen a lot of people putting it into their builds currently. Actually, we've got a build behind us that we'll go to in a little bit that is sporting the 7.3 Megazilla as well. 5-liter Coyote. This is the Gen 4X. And then going down here, for the guys that want something more nostalgic, we've got the 347 crate motor from Ford Performance. That one's sporting 360 horsepower. We've also got the Boss X230-2E, and then a 427 short block. So again, if you want to keep your ride a little bit more nostalgic, Ford Performance and their crate motors probably have an answer for you. Now, just walking around the booth, there's lots of cool parts. Just something though that took Tyler and I's eye is they had a Maverick sitting over here to the left of me here. But over here we've got Ford Performance parts for the Maverick. Now, obviously this is for the 2 liters, but we've got a turbo upgrade for the 2 liters. We've got brakes, but then we've also got an intercooler. Now this one is from Mishimoto. So Ford Performance has teamed up with Mishimoto to give people an upgraded intercooler, and we've got, like I said, the upgraded turbo kit. Over here we've got shock in sport mode, it looks like is what it's saying, Maverick shock sport damper kit. Kind of interesting, lowering springs and sway bars. So again, Ford's really looking at the Maverick in a different light. It's not just your run around city vehicle. You can also make these things perform with some things from Ford Performance. Now, another vehicle we've got here at the Ford Performance booth is the Ford Mustang. You can't have a booth here without having a Mustang here, but this is the Ford Performance 800S. So this thing is sporting the new 5-liter with a massive supercharger on top. I can see we've got pulleys on this thing. This thing is a ripper. I cannot imagine what this thing feels like driving it at 800 horsepower. Now they've got some other cool things with this. They've got some bronze accents, carbon fiber splitters up front. They continue on down the side of the 5-liter bronze emblem, carbon fiber covers on our side view mirrors, bronze accented wheels, and then a carbon fiber rear spoiler as well. Just another amazing Mustang from Ford Performance. Now this is a special vehicle here in the Ford Performance booth. This is Baja Forge, built by Teresa Contreras. This is her 1968 Ford Bronco. Now she's gotten together with Ford Performance and she's put in a 7.3 Godzilla motor into this. She's hooked up with Icon suspension and has some huge reservoirs in here, as well as there's 2.5-inch shocks with bypasses in there. I mean, this thing is ready to race, and that's what she's going to be using it for. Other things that she's been able to put on this Bronco as well is Dynatrack front and rear axles on this thing. So this thing should be able to take a beating while on the race tracks. And by what I understand from Teresa, she's probably hoping to get out to the King of Hammers this year with this vehicle. She's hoping to get out to, I believe, either the Baja 1000 or the Mint. Inside, we've got odometer gauges, PRP seats and steering wheel. And then a gorgeous green roll cage. I mean, you know, if you've seen Teresa, and if you don't know Teresa, you need to check her out because she's got a great company in Baja Forge, building Broncos, expeditions, parts for both. Check it out because they do great work. And she did all the work in her shop on this Bronco. More still to go. We've got Icon shocks in the back, Icon bypasses. Also got the other Dynatrack rear axle in this with a 4-link setup, which is super cool. I mean, there's so much travel in her shocks. It's gonna make this thing ride like it's on air. But we wish Teresa all the best with her race endeavors in the new year. Teresa, we're thinking about you. Have a great year. The Bronco looks awesome. But that's it from Ford Performance. We got more coming from SEMA Day 2, 2025. As always, though, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.